The world is not lost. Please do not push that agenda, Mr. Holness.
In our country, we will have our morals. We will protect our children.
Where are you, Niger? Where are you, Niger? Hide our money from us.
No. Watch this, man. The X represent for XqLusiva.
What's up? Baby, let's go. Welcome to our website. We got loads of news and gossip for you today. But first, here's a new song.
Manchester United. I saw me, I go strike like your tightness. Pussy no bushy and no Nottingham Forest. Gunners, gal, them evacuate. That striker, me say Liverpool. Me a score like Mo Salah in your pum pum. I saw me win your body like Champions League.
No, I just want to say welcome back, my viewers and my subscribers to another exclusive topic and review. Now, in today's topic, era of the Uganda made a shocking announcement against the LQ people them in the continent of Uganda. Now this has sent a shock across the world. Now I'm going to make you take a listen to what he have to say, and also going to make you take a listen to you though, none other than the viral King Foota hype, because as you know this is his topic, and where this is concerned him always on it. Cause him say him is the straight nation. Now me make you take a listen to what he have to say in this one. Also in this one, here we have the wife of one of the security guard of the Millennium ambush. He's saying that this might have been an inside job. She's also concerned that while her husband is inside the hospital, his life is not safe, and she feels the security company should do more to secure his well-being while he's in hospital and while he's gonna be out of a job. Now I'm gonna make you take a listen to what the wife have to say. I'm also gonna run through this article so you can have even a more clearer understanding of what the wife is trying to say in this one. As them say, Jamaica is not a real place, I swear to God. Now here we have the Dentists Association out demonstrating like many other firms in Jamaica. Now this is a common trend across the world. But here we have them calling on Nigel Clark, say he need to come and address them. Maybe it seems like he's hiding. I don't know, my viewers and my subscribers, but all I know that these nurses, they are hilarious, because this is like what they beg for Nigel Clark. Boy, it have me cracking up.
Why you dip on the side?
Get mad
now. Put on your jersey, your shorts now. Put on your boots and your tall socks now. Get ready, come match a bucky calf.
Get mad now.
Now before we get into these topics, I want you to like, share and also subscribe to the channel, because you know says exclusive for station is where you get the hottest and the latest reviews and stories them. Now here we have Tommy Sparta fresh out of penitentiary, and it's definitely a good look for the Spartan soldier. Jano, just go and big up yourself. Spartan, not much as released as yet, but you know pretty soon it'll be all over the internet. But you don't know, as me say, me I go into the news as them drop. Also now I want to do for check out what the Ugandan Prime Minister have to say, because me not instigate nothing, me not even repeat it, me I'm gonna hear it for myself. Check this out. Cha-cha.
In our country, we will have our morals. We will protect our children. And we are making this law. We are making this law for ourselves. We are making this law for our children. We are making this law for the children of our children. This country will stand firm. And once it passed, I can tell you, Madam Speaker, we are going to reinforce the law enforcement officers to make sure that homosexuals have no space in Uganda.
I want to say good morning and maximum respect to the people of Uganda, especially the government of Uganda. Right now, Uganda is a light and inspiration for the rest of the world, because righteousness alone shall live. You understand? And you cannot say you love God and do things that hurt God. So Uganda, I appreciate the Ugandan government and the Ugandan people for standing up for the Almighty and standing up for straightness. I represent straight nation. I have to project positivity when I see positive actions. I hope your inspiration leads to my Prime Minister, Mr. Andrew Holness, and so he can see that the world is not lost. Please do not push that agenda, Mr. Holness. Wise up, follow Uganda. Enough love.
Now, the wife of one of the security guard who was injured is very concerned about the safety of her husband and also raised some questions to the head of the Millennium security firm, especially pertaining to the welfare of her husband. Now I'm going to make you take a listen to what the wife has to say.
Jane says her husband and his 3 colleagues would normally make their Sunday drop-off at least 2 hours later than they turned up at the Scotiabank in Portmore. But on Sunday, March 19, those 2 hours were almost the difference between life and death. Armed men sat waiting in 2 cars with high-powered rifles. Reports indicate over 70 M16 rounds and over 90 9mm bullets were fired in the fierce gun battle. The thugs made off with more than $20 million. Jane wants to know how the gunmen knew the guards were coming earlier.
The fact that they would usually go to do this drop-off at a later time, which is like after 2-3 o'clock period. However, they were told that they were having a meeting at the facility at 2 o'clock, so they were to go there earlier. My deal with this is, how would these persons have gone entail to state that they would have been earlier? Why would they have been there waiting on them at 12:30 when they don't normally come that hour?
Her husband is now recovering in hospital from injuries sustained in the shootout, but she fears he's not safe at the medical facility.
These security officers need to move and need to move ASAP, like right now. Whether or not you guys decide to move them, I will have to try and move my spouse, because I am not going to allow anybody to come and murder him, poison him, or kill him. I'm sorry, no, it's not going to work.
We put the question of the earlier drop-off to the Director of Operations at Guardsman Group, Lieutenant Commander George Overton. The commander acknowledged that the situation raises serious questions, but would only say it's one of the areas which the company has been actively investigating. He declined to comment further on the record. But in addition to questioning the sequence of events which led to her husband being ambushed, Jane is accusing the Guardsman Group of abandoning the injured security guards. Jane fought back tears as she contemplated how she may not have been contacted had her husband been killed.
We would want to know, why is it that up to today, as a spouse, I have not been contacted? Neither has he been contacted to know how we move forward, because recompensation, he's out of work. What is going to happen? Is it that he will not be paid? How is the process being done? Is it that if he has to move to get a surgery done or whatever, who will be paying for all of that?
Commander Overton told us those allegations required further checks with the company's welfare department.
Now, clearly from that report, I can surmise that the security company and the security guard, they doesn't have a good relationship. As I would have thought, doing such a serious job that your contract would have stated everything like you're entitled to, like medical expenses and so forth. But from what the wife is saying, she is unaware of where her husband is standing, or even the husband is saying he's unaware, even if he's gonna get paid while he's sick off work. Now, as I said to you, Jamaica is not a normal place. Now I want you to take a listen to this leaked voice note from one of the security guard from the firm, what he has to say on the situation. Check this out.
And their guards are not sitting well coming out of the court ruling the other day, because they still don't want to pay the people them outstanding bumper clock money, and they still want to put them on one last ditch 2-year contract same way before them take them on and start. So because of that, the men are vulnerable, they are susceptible to corruption, and if a man buy them and can get the fleet information and the movement of the fleets them will carry money in general. In other countries, some things are not priority. If you don't notice, the only for crime we are going and the murder, it is not a talking point in terms of how the government are operating now. I'm coming off fucking GLP, PNP argument, Me and come with just a national security crisis we find ourselves in, but it seems as though a team or a delegation going to Haiti is far more important when we are becoming little Haiti, It's like that demand them now see. Bernard, you said rightfully. They have the might, to can take on police, but the only difference is that because it now will be treated as an attack on the states, then you can call in external forces now, like you call for aid from US and them people. You understand? We ultimately go overpower the man. But at the end of the day, it is a deadly blood clot thing going right now in another country. Everybody turn a blind eye to think.
Now, the Minister of Finance, Nigel Clark, comes under extreme pressure from the Dentists Association. Now, the nurses took to the street in a peaceful demonstration, demanding a rise in pay and also demanding money that was owing to them from previous time. Now, this definitely doesn't look good on the government because too much public sector workers have to be on strike. I'll be doing these kind of demonstrations just to gain them hard-earned money. Now, these nurses make a nice little song for Nigel Clark. I just want to share it with you because I find it extremely funny. And that's why I'm sharing with you, my viewers. But it's no funny matters. You understand what I'm saying to you? It's a serious issue in Jamaica. And not only in Jamaica, but all across the world. So I hope that, this message in which they're coming out and sending across their message reach to Nigel Clark. Because it seems like, it's only when the people them go out and demonstrate, them get paid. Let me know your thoughts and comment down in the comment section.
Money from us. Nigel in the garden, hiding. Where are you, Nigel? Where are you, Nigel? Hide our money from us. Where are you?
Now that's the end of today's broadcast. Now remember, be courteous, be courageous, and remember, be kind. And with that, as usual, exclusive blessing always.